Morning walk going on again with Frankie. Definitely picking up this cardio game because I'm telling you, I always like cardio is cardio, man. But and I know probably most of you guys, if this is on podcast, you're probably listening to this while you're doing some sort of gym stuff, or maybe you're in the car. But anyway, I just want to say, hey, I'm Jimmy. I'm your host. This is Gym Boss Podcast. And before we rip into this today, if you're just like, hey, look, Jimmy, this is great. This is fantastic. I love what you're talking about, but I need some help with my marketing. Yeah, and you know, if you're serious about growing your brand and getting more leads, more clients, and as I said, growing your brand all at the same time, go to iwantgymleads.com. You can schedule a time to speak with me over there. Right, so today I've titled this one, what is your knockout punch guarantee for your clients in your gym, in your studio, for your wellness practice, whatever it is, right? Because if you can have this knockout guarantee, I'll tell you, I've got a story and a bit of something that you can relate to. It's always great to like pull from different industries, because if you keep looking in the same industry, you get a bit samey and can get a bit boxed and caged in about like what you're doing. So it's always good to see what other industries are doing. Good example, I'll tell you a story here. A little while back, it's probably a couple of years ago now, but we're looking at buying a second one. You've probably seen those Bambilo like memory foam mattress toppers. They're amazing. If you haven't had one, I'm no way affiliated with them, but they're fucking awesome. So we got one, and their whole thing, the whole 100% risk reversal, where there's nothing on me, all the risk is on the business. Their knockout punch guarantee is, it's like 600, they're not cheap. It's like $600 or $800 for a mattress topper. It's not even a mattress, it's just the thing that goes on the top of it. It's a cup like 2-3 inches thick or something. And if you don't like it within the first 120 days, which is what, 3 months, if my math, as you know, being on video, math isn't precise, is if you don't like it within 120 days, you can return it and get a 100% refund. No questions asked. So the wife was just like, you know, Katie just went, yeah, let's do it. And she comes home and she tells her, hey, I've got this thing, don't worry, we can get our money back. So that was how she sold it to me. I was like, holy crap. And then it got me thinking, you know, just recently, I'll tie in another story, just had a conversation, signed up a brand new client for the marketing agency this week, and he's like been watching the content, and he was like, you know, this stuff is great. And then I told him the prices and everything, told him the guarantee, and he was like, cool. Then I shot him off the agreement, and he got back to me. He's like, you know what, I love everything that you do, I love everything all you're about, but there is that level of uncertainty because being in marketing is a performance-based industry. And he goes, what happens if, because the initial agreement was, what happens if we don't hit KPI within the first month, which is set out depending on their marketing budget, we'll set that together. If we don't hit that, then you can get a 100% refund. You can cancel and you don't incur any future costs, right? So we were just like, okay. But then he goes, what happens in the other months after that? And I was like, you know what, you're right. He's the first client that's ever asked that. My arm's getting sore here. Yeah, not used to this whole walking and talking thing. So he was like, what happens if it, like, you know, you're not performing in month 3? And I was like, you know what, that's a bloody great question. And I said, how about this? How about I throw in the guarantee for every month? So every month we set a KPI, and if we do not hit that in terms of leads, you can cancel without incurring any future costs or whatever, no skin off your nose, like, because we're a performance-based industry. So then it's like, okay, how can this apply to your gym? What's your knockout punch guarantee? How can you include the Bambilo 120-day sort of thing where it's just like a no-brainer, where your clients, if they're sitting on the fence, they could go home to their partner and go, you know what, I've signed up for this gym, it is a bit expensive, however, don't need to worry, it's 100% guaranteed. If you know, they said they're going to promise to deliver a result or an experience or an expectation of some level, and if that's not met, guess what? get our money back, or guess what, you know what I mean? And that's the stuff that you then need to not exclusively, but that's something that you need to lean on when you're doing your sales presentations, when you're sitting down doing your consults, when you're over the phone, so that way you can really help them understand that, like, hey, this isn't a one-way thing. We're going to be in this with you. We pride ourselves on our product, our service, and in our experience, that you're going to be able to have the satisfaction of knowing that we're invested in this. It's not a one-way street where all the risk is on you. And that is, I think, that is it. That's the moral of the story. You don't want to be going in there, flipping the switch and going, like what most, I hate to say this, I don't like to poo-poo people, but most gurus or other marketing people that are in it just for themselves and not understanding like what it takes to run a gym. Like I had a fitness business for 7 years, 3 locations. I know what it's all about. And there's a lot of risk, there's a lot of things, a lot of moving parts. So if we can take away some of that risk, some of that stress for you, and think of it like, now put yourself in your client's shoes, how can you do that? You're going to be winning every day of the week. Look at this beautiful sunrise, Gold Coast, and my morning hair. So look, that's it. If you've loved all that and you're like, Jimmy, I want you to do the marketing for me. Good, done it, sold, got the guarantee, sign me up. Or if you don't want to be signed up and you just want to know a bit more, like I can have a bit of a look at your marketing, see where you're at, offer some help, offer some tips on what you're already doing. And you know what, at the end of the call, if you're like, you know what, I don't want to work together, but thanks for the tips, you can more than welcome to do that. So you can go over to iwantgymleads.com. That's iwantgymleads.com. You can go and have a look over there. You can see some of the client work that we've done, and then at the bottom, if you like what you see, you can schedule a time to talk with me. But anyways, this is Jimmy. Love you all. See you all on the next one.